Hello, everyone, and welcome back finally to One Half Podcast, the podcast where everybody has cool figure skating moves. I'm
Everybody.
everybody. I'm Fire Princess Lily, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friend, World Eater Viv. How
Hey,
how are you doing?
bad.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've been real sick all month,
Oh no!
but I'm doing better now.
Hey,
I'm,
there we go.
or as better as I can be
Well,
for now. Yeah.
I'm doing fine. I've got allergies, and I'm snoring a lot. So I wake up with a sore throat, and I'm like, oh no, am I dying? Because the world is ending,
The world is ending.
and it's all because of an illness. Isn't that fun?
It sure is. I'm gonna switch from Bluetooth headphones to wired headphones because my audio quality is terrible.
Okay, we're gonna give you a second to do that before we get into stuff. But yeah, the reason we have been off the air is because Viv has been feeling bad, and we wanted to give her a chance to feel better. So that is why we've been gone so long.
Hello?
Hey, you know what? You sound amazingly better.
Okay. So the Bluetooth just fucked me over then.
Apparently, you've returned from the 1940s as a radio host, and you're back.
I'm back.
Yeah. But as I was explaining to the audience, you've just been feeling real sick, and that's why we've been off the air for a while.
Yeah.
But other than the world ending, what and being totally sick, which I'm glad you're feeling better. What have you been up to?
So since the 20th, which is now what, 2 weeks ago?
At least a
3
year
weeks
ago.
ago? Yeah, I've been playing Animal Crossing for
Nice.
like all month. And last night I made a shirt.
A shirt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What?
Uh
Oh, go on.
if you look on my Instagram, you'll see a picture of it.
Oh, let me see if I can find that real fast. Two, 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 two. Bet it's cool. Is it on your regular Instagram or World Eater Art?
Both.
Hmm. Oh, is it the pizza slices shirt?
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's super cute. I often look at pictures on Instagram without reading the caption, so I had seen it.
Nice.
Any other than Animal Crossing, you doing anything else? Oh, and I guess shirt making, which totally cool.
Yeah, I've been playing Octopath Traveler again. I finally beat a boss that I was stuck on for a while before Animal Crossing came out.
Nice, that's really great.
Yeah. So let's talk about Ranma,
Oh, I mean, okay. I was gonna talk about what
unless you
I've
have
been up.
stuff to say.
I mean, I was gonna talk about what I've been up to.
That's fair.
Mostly it's just been work, but I have been watching a ton of wrestling. We just passed WrestleMania weekend, which I only watched exactly one match because it looked super insane, and I enjoy wrestling when it's a little crazy.
Which match did you watch?
The Firefly Funhouse match, which
Nice.
was an acid trip. From start to finish. That match was crazy. Since we've been off the air, Matt Hardy officially joined AEW, which I was super excited about.
Yeah.
He's doing his broken gimmick again, which is apparently what he wants to do. I've never actually really seen it before, but I really like it because, as I've mentioned, I enjoy wrestling, and it's just a touch insane. And playing a 3,000-year-old character inhabiting Matt Hardy's body, that qualifies. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Um, I've also been watching a lot of anime. Like, I finished Bofuri, which I believe we talked about a little bit before. Super cute anime. I'm glad it's getting a second season. Um, the ending to the first season is also kind of like an acid trip, but it works. It works for the series.
Nice.
My Hero Academia, I think, just finished up its season. I still need to watch that. Oh, and I did a bad thing and bought Persona 5 Royal because I'm weak and I really wanted the dumb game.
What is different from the game we bought 3 years ago?
So I've just started it. I got it just last night, but so far there's not too much different. They do introduce the new character kind of early on, but it's sort of like as an aside, you don't know who she is yet, and she does have like that opening sequence. She has a part in the opening sequence that's like really like in the opening sequence, not just one of those characters that's talking in the background at you.
Okay.
So it's interesting to see where she'll go, especially since it looks like, and I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but the way she enters into that opening sequence, it makes it seem like she's not going to be a part of your team or available for your team until late in the game, which...
Oh, okay. One of those kind of characters.
Yeah, one of those kind of characters, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I haven't unlocked, like I said, I just started last night. I just got Ryuji as a like team member, like a proper team member. So I haven't gotten to like any of like the new stuff or like the bar or wherever you like start like playing darts to unlock stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Because apparently you can
Keep me posted.
I will keep you posted. Oh, I was watching a video on some other stuff that's interesting, like you can do more stuff at night at Le Blanc Cafe instead of just going directly to bed.
Hell yeah.
Which is good because, you know... Oh, and they changed up the classroom questions because the first question that I got asked, I did not recognize.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, that is everything that I have been up to, other than going to work and being super worried that I'm putting my life unnecessarily at risk during this pandemic because they want to keep open a grain processing plant.
Right.
But
like, I have to take my wife to work occasionally because weed's still essential business.
I mean, I feel that's more essential than what I'm doing, but not essential enough to like make people risk their lives for.
Yeah.
Wow, what a terrible month for a pandemic to hit, honestly. 420?
Yeah.
It's 420 all month long.
Like, they're always busy in April, and ever since this shit has started, they've been extra busy.
Yeah, I imagine so. That's too bad. I really wish I could go see y'all.
Yeah, I miss you a lot.
But we gotta keep up the social distancing because it is working slowly, but it is working.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, hey, let's talk about Ranma before we get too sad. Because I'm gonna get sad.
Let's do it. Ranma time.
Ranma time. This
Today.
is episode 15.
Yes.
Yes.
Close call. The dance of death. On ice.
This. I want to know. I mean, I think the answer is. I think I know what the answer is. Is there anything that they can't turn into a martial art?
No. Any plot that the show has will shoehorn a martial art.
A martial art of some kind. And I mean, I'm asking this question knowing that there's a a pizza girl that's going to show up later, and she's like a martial arts pizza person. So I know that I kind of know what the answer to that question was, but I had to ask anyway. But this is a pretty. This is an episode. I was gonna say
This is an episode. It follows directly from the previous episode.
It does indeed. Rama has, at the end of the last episode, Rama broke the ice and pissed off Mikado, who was like, "Oh, I'm going to make you pay for that." And we get kind of a fight scene between the two. Sort of. Rama's not good on skates.
Yeah, Rama loses pretty badly in that first fight. He's not doing well.
I think it's a tie.
Yeah.
So, Rama's running at Mikado at first and leaps to make a real great punch. Mikado, of course, being good on ice, dodges the punch, and Rama crashes right into the ice.
And scrapes his open jaw and just makes a snowball with it.
Yes, it's real good. Mikado is pretty sure that means the fight's over because if you hit your head on the ice, you're knocked out, of course. That's just logic. That makes sense.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. But Rama jumps right up and, almost gets him. But, Mikado, of course, like I said, being good on ice, just, dodges. It's totally cool. And
he's not phased.
He's not phased at all. Rama falls again.
Ranma falling is the best.
The best. Mikado decides that Rama does have some skill as Rama gets up to a fighting position, and he's like, "I'm really glad you do because I want to use my super special awesome attack, the Dance of Death, and I'm glad I don't have to use it on an amateur." So Mikado starts spinning,
and Azusa is shocked. And is like, "Don't."
Yeah, I feel so bad about Azusa. She has such a great design, and I don't like her.
Yeah, she's very unlikable as a person.
So Rama clumsily kind of tries to go in for an attack as Mikado is spinning like crazy, and he gets caught up in this spinning attack.
But Ranma is landing lots and lots and lots of blows against Mikado.
We only know this after the fact, but we do see a Kane every now and then counting. She's just counting like crazy as we watch Ranma being spun around and kind of hit and dodging a little bit, but suddenly Ranma comes flying out of this whirlwind of an attack, and Akane collects him up, and Mikado stops, and Azusa's like, "Oh, I guess this means Mikado wins," and Akane's like, "No, Ranma won," and it looks silly to claim that until we all realize that Mikado is totally unconscious on his feet.
So then Azusa comes up to him and pulls out a marker and starts drawing all over him.
Yes, this leads to everybody, all the hockey players from before, also drawing on him. Which, I don't like Mikado, so I feel like this is a pretty good gag. I guess I wouldn't like this if this was happening to a character that I did like, so it's not a good thing, but it's happening to somebody I don't like, so I'm kind of torn on it.
Yeah, exactly. We cut back to the dojo, and Ranma is tending to his injuries.
He is tending to his injuries. Akane's like, "Did you really have to go that far? Did you have to do that much? That was extra." And Ranma's like, "I was justified. I did what I had to do." Kasumi's like, what happened? And Ranma's like, it doesn't matter. That it's not a big deal at all. Let's talk about something else. But Ryoga enters into the room, and what's interesting to note about Ryoga being in this room, and maybe I just missed it, but I don't think he's wearing his collar in this shot.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah,
He had the bandana on in that shot.
but because later he'll show up and he'll have
The Charlotte collar.
the Charlotte collar. Okay, so I'm not crazy.
No,
Okay, but
that is totally what happened.
okay, cool. Ryoga shows up and he's taunting Rama. He's like, if it were me, I wouldn't have gotten kissed. Like, you're a loser. And Kasumi and Nabiki are like, what? You got kissed? Oh my gosh.
God.
Rama is forced to admit that he got kissed. And that it was another guy. And they're like, oh, another guy? That doesn't count. Whatever.
So we cut to Ranma and Akane alone together.
Yes, Rama has sealed himself away in the dojo proper in order to brood because his feelings are way hurt. He's like, they don't understand how I feel. It's really good. Akane's like, if you had kept your guard up, you wouldn't have got kissed. I wouldn't have gotten kissed.
Yeah. Rama's like trying to play the tough guy and tells her to laugh at him if she wants.
And she does.
So Rama's angry.
Rama's angry. But, oh, go on.
And then Ranma is like, oh, I could definitely kiss you if I wanted to.
Yeah. It's like, I totally could do it. And she's like, oh, yeah? Then do it.
So he sweeps her off her feet into his lap and then chickens out.
And then chickens out. And then she's like, I knew you can do this. Like, I could do it if I wanted to. And she's like, well, then go ahead. If you really have the guts to do it, then do it. And so they're facing face to face. And Rama's like, okay, close your eyes. And so she does. And he's leaning in.
And at this point, the scene flickers into black and white as if we're watching from a camcorder.
It does. But Rama does stop short. He's like, you should be doing this with somebody that you like. And Akane says, oh, I get it. I'm not good enough for you. And he's like, I didn't say
yes,
that.
you are.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I didn't mean that. It's really good. We're getting scenes of them finally starting to, feel like, or at least starting to admit a little that they have feelings for each other.
Right. But right before they were about to kiss, the camera pans and Ginma and Akane, all of Akane's family are sitting in the doorway just watching and staring.
And Nabiki says, are you guys going to do it yet or what? Meanwhile, at the ice ring, Mikado has finally woken up. And he is not happy.
Not happy at all.
Because he's covered in graffiti. They really went to town. He looks like a clown. It's pretty good.
He does. It's great. And
he blames Ranma.
Yeah, and he's like, Ranma's gonna pay for this.
Wow.
And so we cut to Azusa's room, and she is saying goodnight to each and every object she has.
Yeah, every object that she's probably stolen and given a name to.
And then we fade to black, and it's morning, and she's saying good morning in reverse order.
In reverse order. Like, gosh, I really wish she was a likable character. Because this is kind of cute, but it's a little too much, and so I can't.
Right. And she's interrupted by the butler, who's like, hey, it's time to go.
Yeah.
So we cut to Coal Lots High, which is where
the match is taking place.
Yeah.
And everybody's excited for the Charlotte Cup because
Yeah.
it's a fight for Pichon, who is Ryoga. Ryoga has showed up.
Chan. Yes. And we're outside in the courtyard. And Ryoga's like, it's a good thing I gave myself 5 days to get here.
I know, gosh. And he declares that he will be Akane's partner instead of Rama, no matter what.
And he must have some sort of sixth sense because he just jumps out of the way of oncoming water.
Yep, and Rama's like, hey there, Charlotte. You're not. I'm going to be Akane's partner. And the two kind of clash a little bit, which ends in Ryoga being hit with a second pail of water.
And then trapped in the bucket.
Which is kind of cute.
The other people just sort of like go, what the hell? And then ignore it.
Ignore it.
It's good. So Rama grabs Pichon and goes into the dressing room.
Yes. In the dressing room, Mikado is experimenting with various makeup looks before deciding that I look better just without makeup. Whatever.
And then puts on another one and is like, yeah, no. But here's Ranma coming and quickly wipes it off.
Rama, he greets Rama as Rama enters, and Rama says, hey, molester, or like something like that, serial molester or something. Mm-hmm. And Mikado's like, it's Mikado. And he's like, I don't care. And they start talking about Akane, and Mikado's like, oh, I'm gonna kiss that girl. I wanna kiss Akane.
I'm gonna make her my 1000th girl kiss.
Rama asks if that's really all he thinks about is kissing women, and Mikado's like, yeah, what else would I be thinking about? We get a good anime gag now as Akane is in her dressing room and she sneezes. Which is anime for somebody's talking about you.
Right.
We cut back to the ring, the ice rink, and the golden pair, Mikado and Asusa, have made like this really grand, elegant entrance to the Charlotte Cup. Meanwhile, Rama and Akane enter in a less spectacular fashion.
But let's talk about their outfits real quick.
Oh, their outfits are so cute. Oh my.
Rama's got on this the shirt with a dragon all across it, like a legless serpent.
Yeah.
It's really cute. And Akane's got a little flower hairpin and purple sleeves and then like a red leotard.
It's real cute. It's very matching. It's definitely got like it's definitely got a Chinese flair to it, of course. It's like that's Rama's whole motif.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love the outfits in this show so much, especially when they actually go for it and they really went for it.
They did. I'm so glad. If there's any opportunity to go for it, an ice skating competition is one of them.
Absolutely. But their entrance not as good as their outfits.
No.
Rama basically
Akane
falls over and slides
and Akane just sort of grabs him and drags him along.
Yeah, kinda. Azusa's like, oh man, we are totally gonna win this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So Mikado picks up Azusa and starts spinning her like a weapon.
Yeah.
So Akane starts dragging Ranma and starts to use him as a weapon, of course.
Of course. But as Akane swings Ranma, Mikado ducks under him and slides just between the gap in order to grab onto Akane and try to force her into a kiss.
And
Because he's the worst.
Ranma grabs on to Mikado's head. He like jumps up and like gets his knees on either side of Mikado's head and like launches him.
What? Yeah. What happens is Rama's pulling up on Mikado's head in order to stop him from kissing her, Akane. This is where Azusa comes flying across the rink and knees Rama in the chest.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Sending Rama flying, and Mikado's like, "Oh yeah, now I'm gonna get my smooch." All the women fans are like, "Oh no, don't do it! Don't smooch her. She's not. Come smooch me." Which, you know what? If they want his smooch, maybe he should go do that instead of what he's trying to do here. But Akane is like, no, and she throws the shit out of him.
Yeah, and he lands gracefully and pulls a comb out of nowhere and combs his hair.
He does. But Akane skates over to Rama as Mikado and Azusa are talking about Akane refusing to kiss Mikado. Mikado's like, "Oh, she just must be shy." And Azusa's like, "Maybe she just thinks you're an ass. Maybe you just suck, dude." Which is good.
Yeah, maybe you're not a good person.
It's like a point in Azusa's favor.
Yeah.
Honestly. But Mikado lifts Azusa off the ground and starts spinning her around again to become a whirling vortex. Rama decides, "Hey, Akane, get on my shoulders, and I want to throw you." And then he does. As they're skating at each other, he throws Akane over the two, and he ducks under Azusa to land a really, really great punch into Mikado's like midsection, which stops Mikado from skating.
But Ranma can't stop.
He can't stop, but he catches Akane, but he can't stop.
So they are hurtling towards the fence. And he, because he can't stop, instead of crashing, he runs up the fence in skates and does a backflip. It's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Like, they definitely look worse for wear for it, because there's like, oh my god, we almost crashed.
Right.
Mikado has collapsed to his knees in pain because Azusa has decided to, start poking and punching at the same spot he's been hit at, asking him if it hurts.
Right.
It's really good. Mikado does get up. He's like, "Oh, I've never had a man bring me to my knees," which is gross.
Very.
He's like, "I'm going to make you regret that, Rama." And Rama's like, "Nah, if you continue doing like you're doing, I'm going to put you even further down. 6 feet under. Because Akane is my fiancé. And I'll kill you if you touch her again." Which Akane is like, what the fuck?
And then Akane's like, he said it out loud.
He said it out loud in front of all these people. What the fuck?
And then Mikado is like, fiancés aren't forever. And then he cracks his knuckles and is like, I'm gonna take great pleasure in destroying this.
Yeah, and breaking your bonds.
And then we cut to the credits.
Yeah, we cut right to the credits. It was certainly an episode.
It was an episode. I think we already said that, but that's all I can really say about this one.
I mean, it's got some cute outfits and some cute character design, but it has Mikado, and Mikado is actually worse than Kuno. At least at this point, like, maybe Kuno, like, ramps up his crap. I don't know. Possible, but for right now, we've got a serial assaulter.
Yeah,
and it's the worst. I hate it.
It's no good.
So I'm really gonna like Rama beating this guy up.
Yes, I can't wait. I hope it's the whole episode next time.
just 22 minutes of Rama just solidly punching this dude in the face. Just the
Yeah.
whole time. That'd be great. But yeah, the let's actually see what's up in the next episode. The next episode is P-chan explodes the icy fountain of love. The Charlotte Cup between the Golden Pair and Akane and Rama over the possession of P-chan reaches its conclusion, but Ryoga is waiting in the wings for a grudge match of his own against Ranma. Why?
Bum, bum, bum.
So the good news is we only have apparently one more episode of Mikado.
Good.
I'm all about that. But we're gonna go right back to Ryoga versus Rama, which isn't bad. Hey, here's a question for Rama fans who might be listening. Why do people ship Girl Rama and Ryoga like super hard? Because it's not a ship I understand.
I don't get it. They hate each other so much.
I guess you could say, well, enemies to lovers trope, but
I don't get that, and it's creepy.
it's not very good. But yeah, that's the episode. It was interesting. It is a fun episode overall, just because there are some really good gags in it. But it's definitely not the best episode, and there are things in it that I could do without.
Exactly. So, if we wanted to find you on the internet, how would we do that?
Oh, we're asking me first this week. Hey, I am on Twitter, as always, at DatFirePrincess, spelled D-A-T. You can find me on all of my numerous podcasts that I do. I do a lot of them, especially a new one that just started up recently called Pining for the Falls, where me and my friend Dr. Sea Monster talk about Gravity Falls.
Nice.
Yeah, we're rewatching it, which it's lots of fun rewatching Gravity Falls because you always notice something a little extra in the background. Like, that thing was, like, produced to the teeth. Like,
Oh, wow, nice.
well, did you ever watch Gravity Falls?
Yeah, I watched it when it first started airing.
Do you remember the episode, The Time Traveler's Pig with Blendin Blandin?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, there's an episode called The Time Traveler's Pig where a guy named Blendin Blandin from the future has come back to a particular day in the past where, like, this big fair is going on. And because there's apparently a bunch of time anomalies there, and it's his job to undo those anomalies, but he can't find them. And as the episode progresses, Dipper has stolen his time machine, which is a tape measure, and has started bouncing all over the past and the future of Gravity Falls. And what's really interesting about Gravity Falls is that when you're rewatching it, if you're looking in the background in a lot of these episodes, you can see Blendin Blandin in the background fixing things that Mabel and Dipper have broken.
Oh, wow.
So that thing was like, Alex Hirsch knew exactly what he wanted to do and did it. Like,
That's so cool.
yeah. Hey, Viv.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the internet?
Well, you could go to World Eater Art on Instagram or World Eater Viv on Twitter, or I think you could find me on Patreon at World Eater Viv. I'm not sure if that works.
We will figure that out. Not only...
Definitely signed up.
Yeah. Not only can you find this podcast on YouTube, as always, but you can find us on... Oh my goodness, I spaced real
Abnormal mapping.
Abnormal Mapping! Oh my god. Abnormalmapping.com, which is the people who host us for free. They're real nice like that. And they have a bunch...
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. They have a bunch of other podcasts, and all they ask is that we just shout them out every episode, which I am more than happy to do when I remember it. Dang. Yeah, so give them a look out. One of my favorite podcasts that is on there is the Amory Score, which is how I know so much about Coheed and Cambria and the Amory War, which I kind of wish I didn't, but here I am. Here I am in the future, and it's wrong.
The future is wrong.
Oh yeah,
that
Steven
is for sure.
Steven Universe future ended like last week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you've watched Steven Universe Future at all, but it's all about Steven's trauma.
I have not finished season 3 of Steven Universe, so
Oh.
no, I haven't.
All right then.
I am pretty far behind.
You are, because there was a whole movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that about does that for this podcast.
Yeah, so remember,
Until next time,
be girl.
be girl.
Be girl.
We'll see you then.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.